industry in Malaysia. Okay, the 4 unit is compressor, refrigerant cycle, reaction turbine and steam generation plant. Okay, for more information about the details about the 4 units, my teammate will explain more.
This process flow consists of two combinations between two parts, which are vapor compression cycle and vapor absorption cycle. The vapor compression cycle is powered by the high pressure steam turbine. Firstly, the water enters to the evaporator at the vapor compression cycle. In vapor compression, refrigeration cycle, compressor is the main part which requires one input to operate the whole system. Then it moves to the evaporator column at the vapor absorption cycle. After that, the vapor passes through to the turbine for generation electricity. Lastly, vapor is condensed in the condenser at the lowest temperature and release heat to the outside atmosphere.
Hello guys, I would like to brief function of all units involved. Basically, our chosen title is about thermal power plant using low-grade waste steam. In fact, thermal power plant produces steam related that steam generating plant purpose is used. Now, I would like to brief function of all units involved. Basically, our chosen title is about thermal power plant using low-grade waste steam. In fact, thermal power plant produces steam related that steam generated plant purpose in use. Refrigerant cycle. Refrigerant cycle have 4 major components. First, condenser, compressor, evaporator, expansion valve. Refrigeration cycles a process that removes heat from unwanted area and transfer the heat to meaningless area. The compressor also required in this plant to transform a low temperature vapor to high temperature vapor and to increase pressure. TURBINE. Last but not least, in our plant, the turbine that has been used is steam turbine. The purpose is to generate power from reservoir of water.
Hi, I am KHALIJAH. Now, for my part, I would like to explain to all of you the important details of each component in every equipment that we have in the lab thermal. First, with the compressor runs with the assistance of the electric motor. Electric motor powers the compressor pump. The motor drives a pulley and 2 belts, which transfer power from the motor to the pump pistons via a flywheel and a crankshaft. The flywheel fan helps to cool the compressor pump. The pump compresses the air and discharges it into the receiver. Compressed air system usually consists of the following components. They are compressor, air cooler, air receiver tank, filter, dryer, condensate trap and distribution system. The compressor produces compressed air at the required pressure. The air receiver tank acts as a reservoir to store and cool the compressed air and help make sure the system can cope with the variations in demand. The air cooler, filter and dryer all treat the air at the different points in the systems. They remove the impurities. Compressed air may be fed to various users on the site via a distribution system. This distribution system can be relatively straightforward or very complex. Moving on with the reaction turbine. In reaction turbine, water enters the wheel under pressure and flow over vents. As the water flowing over the vents is under pressure, therefore the wheel of the turbine runs full and may be submerged. The pressure heat of water while flowing over the vents is converted into velocity heat and is finally reduced to the atmospheric pressure before leaving the wheel. Main components of reaction turbine. They are spiral casing, guide mechanism, turbine runner and draft tube. What are they? Spiral casing, the casing of the reaction turbine is designed in its cross-sectional area and goes on reducing uniformly around the circumferences. Due to this, the casing will be spiral shaped. That is why it is called spiral casing or scroll casing. The water from a pipeline is distributed around the guide ring in a casing.
Guide mechanism. The guide vanes are fixed between the two rings in the form of wheel. This wheel is fixed in the spiral casing. Guide vanes are generally made of cast steel. Turbine runner. The rotating wheel of the reaction turbine is known as runner. Runner consists of many curved plates welded with a circular disc. For small diameter, they are casted as single units. The surface of the runner is made very smooth to minimize frictional losses. The runner may be cast in one piece or may be made of separate steel plates and welded together. Draft tube. The water, after passing the runner, flows through a tube called draft tube. It increases the heat of water equal to the height of the runner outlet above the tail race, and it increases the efficiency of the turbine.
Moving on with the refrigeration cycle. Refrigeration cycle main component are the condenser, the compressor, the evaporator, and the expansion valve. What is condenser? Condenser changes the gas into liquid forms. Its main purpose to liquefy the refrigerant gas sucked by the compressor from the evaporator. What about the compressor? Compressor main function is to transform a low temperature into the high temperature vapor. To increase the vapor pressure, vapor is released from the compressor into the discharge line. Evaporator. Evaporator is used to turn any liquid material into gas. In this process, heat is absorbed. The evaporator transfers heat from the refrigerated space into a heat pump through a liquid refrigerant. In achieving the heat transfer, the liquid refrigerant should be lower than the goods being cooled. Expansion valve, commonly placed before the evaporator. At the end of the liquid line, the expansion valve is reached by the liquid refrigerant after it has been condensed. Reducing the pressure of the refrigerant, the temperature will decrease to a level below its atmosphere. This liquid will then be pumped into the evaporator. Let's move to the last point, steam generation plant. Steam power plant is a thermal power plant consists of main components and auxiliary components as well as other systems. The main components consist of four basic components, namely boiler, steam turbine, condenser and generator. Boiler has the function to convert water into steam. The process of change of water to vapor done by heating the water in the pipes with heat from the burning fuel. Combustion process carried out continuously in the combustion chamber with the fuel and air flow from the outside. Steam turbine working to change the heat energy contained in the steam into rotary motion. Steam with high pressure and temperature were directed to push turbine blades mounted on the shaft, so the shaft rotates. Due to perform work on the turbines, the pressure and temperature of the steam coming into the turbine down to saturated vapor. What about the condenser? Condensers are devices to convert steam into water. The change done by the steam flow into a room containing tubes. Steam flows outside tubes, while the cooling water flowing inside the tubes. This is called the surface condensers. Usually the coolant use seawater. Generator. Electrical energy generated from the generator. Function generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy in the form of round with the principle of magnetic induction. Generator consists of stator and rotor. Stator consists of the casing which contain coils, and a motor magnetic field station consists of a core containing a coil. That's all.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my name is Khalis. So today I will explain to you about the non-destructive test. Non-destructive test plays an important role in assuring the structural and mechanical of the equipment to perform in a cost-effective ways and reliable, efficiently, and also safe for the workers and environmentally. So why we use the NDT test? NDT test is used to locate anything that can cause failures and discontinues for the system. Okay, now I will tell you about the second NDT test that I suggest earlier, which is neuron radiography. So what is neuron radiography? Our power plant that we choose use steam. So the neutron radiography is allowed to imagine the hydrogenous materials such as water, oil, rubber, explosive, and others. It's allow imaging of hydrogenous materials within the component that made of metals. So with this NDT test, we can inspect any internal defect such as cracks, voids, bubbles, and misalignment. So the last part is a magnetic particle inspection. This is used a magnetic field. So anything that have defect equipment, the magnetic field surround of the metals will be distorted. So you can see anything that defect that can affect the system, can affect the production, can be alert earlier. Okay, as the conclusion, why we need the NDT test? We need the NDT test so we can ensure that we have a safe environmental to work, safe equipment, have a quality of product, have a efficiency of the equipment. So that's all from me and my groups. So thank you very much and enjoy the video.